just as quickly as they are being created, especially when Madonna and Hilary Duff have anything to do with it. Apparently there have been news rumors saying that the two of them would like to have something to do with New Moon. However, us Twilighters won't let that happen, because no one would go see New Moon. Alice joins Edward and Bella in the toy department when she gets her own action figure. Finally! Because that's who all Twilighters really want an action figure of. Also, don't forget to check out Hannah Pestel's Need song on her MySpace. They're trying to get 1 million hits before Friday. Good luck with that. But I checked it this morning and it was at like 600,000 something, and now it's at 700,000, so maybe Twilighters could pull this off. If you haven't checked out Need, you need to do so very quickly, because it is extremely good, and I think that it would fit perfectly into the New Moon soundtrack, which Hannah is actually shooting for. So if you go and listen to it and you think that it will definitely, or it deserves to be on New Moon, definitely keep listening to it so she can get as many listens as possible before Friday. Rob's back, and apparently his hair is too. Cue screaming girls. Just kidding. So enough news for today. Let's go ahead and start with a shout out. TwiMoonProductions. Apparently these two girls, Sarah and Lauren, are planning on doing some Twilight parodies, which I'm really excited about and have already subscribed to. So go support our fellow Twilighters and subscribe. So this week we are going to be doing reviews over specials and Looking for Alaska. I know I said that I'd do a review over specials and extras, however I'm reading extras right now and I haven't finished it yet, so we're gonna have to go through all the other books before we get to extras, or if I finish it before next week then I'll just throw it in. But yeah, sorry, I lied. So specials is the continuation from Uglies, Pretties, and then this one. So the story is from Tally, and we left off spoilers just to let you guys know. In Pretties, the ending of it, basically, Tally Youngblood got captured by the special circumstances, and whenever she wakes up in this one, she is in fact now a special. She is basically set out to find the Smoke and everyone, and yeah, she's kind of like a bubbly head, only evil. So in Pretties, Tally became a bubbly head, and she basically kind of fixed herself. She was able to kind of reverse the things that were going on in Pretty's heads, not good things. And in this one, she basically does the same thing. And her and Shay set off these whole thing of events that lead to a huge war. And it's just a lot of things in one. And it's really hard for me to give you a review on this, because just giving away like one detail will completely ruin the entire story for you, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to leave you with this. It's good. It's not my favorite book out of the series, but it's good. And it's, again, it's if you like the futuristic things going on. And again, like, I know for you who have been watching my videos quite often, you've noticed that all my favorite characters die. Well, another favorite character of mine dies in this book. Not cool. I don't know, like, I don't know what it is about it, but maybe like I'm attracted to like those characters that have like targets on the back of their head, like, here, kill me, woo. So, yeah. Definitely read the specials book. It's really good, I promise. Just trust me on this one. So let's go ahead and move on to our next book, Looking for Alaska. I'm kind of iffy about this book because the first half of it I loved, and the last half of it kind of sucked. To be blunt about it. Again, the reason I was drawn to this book is because I love the way John Green writes. He's a very interesting writer, and he has such a great humor, like sense of humor, and I can't help but like I have to be really careful about reading his books in public because I'm one of those readers that I give a lot of expressions when I'm reading. So if a part makes me laugh, I laugh loud, or if something shocks me, I gasp loud, and just like if I get like excited, like I jump up and down. Yeah, I'm one of those readers. I'm one of those people that gets funny stares, and this one I did get a lot of funny stares, basically. So, this story. Miles, in this book, he's the main character, and it's basically about him. He goes to public school, but he's kind of like stereotypical nobody. He's not popular, and he decides that he's going to go to this private school, I suppose, where his dad went, and he plans on making something of himself whenever he gets there. I'm not sure if he wants to join like a popular crowd or what, but he meets like a little group of people who befriend him, and he meets this one girl named Alaska. And she's kind of like this wild child who's extremely gorgeous, has a boyfriend. She's pretty smart. Actually, she's very smart. And she likes to be rebellious and, you know, do pranks and stuff like that. She's definitely not your average girl. So in this book, you'll realize that there's really no chapters. It's kind of all marked off by kind of like countdown, and I really didn't even notice it until like I started getting into the books, because I always ignore like the chapter 1, chapter 2 things. That I never pay attention to that stuff, and I finally stopped one day and it said like 82 days before, 30 days before, 4 days before, and I was just like, what is going on? And I didn't notice that until I got like halfway through. And again, I cannot give anything away. So I give this probably 3 apples. The first half I give 5 apples because I love it, and then the last half I give like 1 apple, so that kind of averages out to the middle. Yeah, so I can't do this today. So there is like a good lesson in this book, I suppose. It's funny, it's kind of romantic, it has love stories in it, it has a little bit of action because they pull pranks in the story, and it's tragic also. So be forewarned that it's half good and half not so good. Sorry, John Green. I mean, I love your writing and all, but I'm kind of pissed that you killed one of my favorite characters. Yep, happens in this book too. So next week you can definitely look forward to this book being reviewed. The day that it came out, I went out and bought it, and I finished it by the next day. I stayed up really late and I finished it, and oh, yeah. So something to look forward to for next week. But for now, before I go, I have some news. I think it's time for a little bit of a contest. Now, this isn't going to be like a contest like last time when I give a book or a item of clothing away from his Golden Eyes store. This is going to be a little bit different. But I'm not going to tell you any more about it because you have to come back next week when I have more details. So I'm going to have to fill them all out this week, and I'm going to be posting it next week so you guys can check out this contest. You're going to love it. Trust me. Just trust me. So yeah, I think that's it for this week. Bye.
I'm not quite sure how to breathe without you here. I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to say goodbye.